Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going through a killer sudoku. This is going to be an expert level one, just one that I found online, and yeah, we're going to go through some tips and tricks on how to approach it, and yeah, really what to look out for within killers and how to solve things that might not appear so obvious just to begin with. So let's have a look through. We've got a few easy numbers. A lot of the ones you'll find online, they'll give you sort of one in a box to sort of just fill in straight away, which these are fairly easy to do and to find. In newspaper ones, normally they're not given like that, but it's nice to have them when going through. So first thing to look out for is boxes of two, or just general two numbers that will fill out a box. So for example, 4. The only way to make up 4 using the numbers from 1 to 9 without repeating any numbers in a box or a square is using the numbers 1 and 3. So we can immediately write those into that box. Now, other numbers to look out for are 17 within 2. Within 2 boxes. Now this one is within 3, so we wouldn't count that one. Other numbers are, well, we've got another 4 here between 2 boxes, which we can fill in. So other ones to look out for: 17 between 2, 16 between 2 is a 9 and a 6. 9 and 6, 9 and a 7. Then 15 is either 9 or 6 and 7 or 8. So if we know, or we can limit something like that, the number, so then going on to sort of more boxes, sort of expanding out. If you're looking at the number with 3 boxes, the minimum is 6, 1, 2, 3. 7 is also restricted, 1, 2, 4. And then anything above that isn't restricted. So let's double check to see if we've got any 6s or 7s within 3. Nope, don't think so. 7 between 2, another 7 between 2. Okay, so there's lots of 7s between 2. Now this is a slightly more advanced tip. Whenever you've got lots of things like this, for example, within the same, 7's made up of a mixture of numbers. So we could have 1, 6, 2, 5, or 3, 4. Now we've got 2 7s there, another 7 there, and there. But also that can then lead to possibilities of pairings. If this is something, then maybe this is something else. Obviously this one can't be 3, 4 because we've got 4 in the box. Now, whilst explaining that, I've just spotted something else, which is another really useful tip to use whenever trying to calculate an individual number. And the individual number in case is this one here. Now, all the numbers within a 3 by 3 box must add up to 45. Numbers all the way from 1 to 9 add up to 45, which means if you have got everything within a box limited except 1, we can add up 26, 7 and 7 to actually work out what's missing within this box. So 26 plus 7 gives us 40, meaning we're missing the number 5. Perfect, so that's another number in that we can spot. So for each of these, we know these are no longer 2 5s, so these are only going to be 1 6 or 3 4s. Okay, now this one obviously can't be a 3 followed by a 4, but it can be a 4, 1 6, and this one can be a 3 because of the 4 down here. Same with this one, this can be 1 6 or 3 4, and here 1 6 3 4. So we have used all the numbers 1 6 3 4 and 5 within that box, meaning the only numbers left for 26 are what's left. Okay, now if you know your numbers quite well, you'll know that the numbers in 26, 9, 8 and 7 give us 24 followed by 2. Okay, which should be the 4 numbers that are missing. So we've got 2 and then 7, 8, 9. Now I like to write things like that in just so we have got some information later on. Say for example, if we needed to use a box like this. Now a box like this is very useful because it's telling us within this whole row here, from this box to this box, we've already got our 1 and our 3 within it. So we know this can't be a 1 or a 3, these can't be 1 or 3s, and these can't be 1 or 3s. So we can look elsewhere within that box to try and fill in those numbers. Perfect. Right, let's have a look what else we've got. So this 20 is catching my eye because we've already got the 5 within it, which means everything that's left must add up to 15, and there's 2 ways to make 15. It's either a 9, 6 or a 7, 8. Okay, so again, this is 6, 7, 8, 9 paired with these. Whilst doing that within that box, we can also figure out this number. Okay, just pause the video, have a think how we can possibly find this number here from the numbers. Comment it down below if you've got it. But yeah, let's have a go and have a look through it. So this here, we know these two add up to 15 because we've already taken away the 5. This here is 14, so in total that's 29. We've got 7 here, so that gives us 36, meaning the two things that are left here, 36, this must be adding up to get to 45. Okay, so 45, 36, the difference is the number 9. And this means this number here must be a 2. Okay, because 11 is 9 plus 2 then. Excellent. That also takes out our 9 from here, which is perfect, and our 9 from here. So straight away, using that information, we know we've got a 9 here. One of these two boxes must contain the 9, which means a 9 must go along the top here. Can't go there because of this one, so we're left with a 9 between these two boxes. Whenever you get 2 possibilities, maybe even 3 killers, they're a bit more tricky, I would always suggest writing in that value of the 9 or whatever the number is split between the 2 boxes. It will save you a lot of time when trying to do the rest of the rest of working things out, because you'll see you've already got the 9s within that box. Excellent. Let's move on then from this and see where else we can go. So we've got a 15 within 2, so that's going to be either our 9, 6 or our 8, 5 again. Let's pop those in, 9, 6, or sorry, not 8, 5, 7 or 8. Perfect. Anywhere else? So we've looked at upper restrictions. There's also lower restrictions. So as I mentioned before, if you've got say 4 or 3 as well, 3 is 1, 2, 4, 5, you've got 1, 4 and 2, 3, so do look out for those. But the number 7 here, we've got the 4 missing, so we know this could be a 1, 6 or a 2, 5. Okay, I like to pop them in just in case we get some numbers that disappear from those, from other rows or columns that sort of will then intersect with that one. Excellent. Now, this 9 is a funny one that's interesting here between 3. Now, the ways you can make 9 are 1, 3 and 5. Or is there any other way, or is that the only way? Let's have a think. You could have 1, 2 and 6 as well. But they are the only 2 ways that we can make 9 within 3. So it's worth noting that, because within this box, we've got, of those 2 options, let's have a think. Sorry, we've got 4, 3 and 2 as well. That's another one. But because that box, we're limited by the 4 here being here and here, but also these 2 here. So let's have a think. Okay, so again, this is another, I'd say, fairly advanced technique if you're new to these. The 9 here, there is a limit in terms of this box. Of obviously, we can't have the 9 across here, but also we haven't got the 9 here. So we know within this 18, we've got the number 9. Okay, now it doesn't seem like much and we don't know where the 9 is, but it also then means the rest of that is also adding up to 9. Okay, meaning we can make this in a few certain ways. We could have 8, 1. We could have 7, 2. We could have 3, 6. But also, why we can't have 4, 5 is because we've got the 4 already with it. So a few possibilities there that we've already ruled out, which is good. Let's have a look across to see if we've got any other things here. Now I think this is going to be a bit of a giveaway as well within this box, because we cannot have the number 1 and 8, partly because the 8 is there, but also the 1 is here. There must be a 1 there. We can have 2, 7, okay, but it would have to be a specific way around, which is that way because of the 2 there. We can not have the 3, 6 though, because the 3 is there. So this can only also be a 4, 5, which is that way around. So that's then limiting possibilities in terms of this column, but also a bit on the row, because in this row, if we have any that have got 5 and 7 or 2 and 4 in this row in pairs, they are the only 2 places that they can actually be. So let's see what other numbers we have got within this column and see if we can actually place any of them. So we've got the 1s in, the 2. We've got a 2 in here. Now a 2 can go everywhere, I believe. So if this is 2, this leaves 15. 15 can be made with 9 and 6. Okay, so that can be a 2, that can be a 2, and that can be a 2, unfortunately. Let's see, we could also got 3s in, 4 there. We could have a 4 in each of these places as well. 9, 4. That would give us 13. Sorry, 14. No, 9, 4, 13. So then 2 left. So that would work with these 1 and 3s. Okay. 5 we've got in. That can't be a 5. That can be a 5. 5. Can it be a 5? Let's have a think. 5, 4 gives us 9 plus 2. Yep, that can work. That could also be a 5 as well. So 6s. Again, 6s can go everywhere. 7 as well. Yeah, so 7 could be there. 7, 1 and 7, 3 and 1 would work. Yeah, either way. Okay, so let's look elsewhere then. Are there any other bits we can try and find with this? Okay, not quite, but there's again this number here. I believe we should be able to find due to this box. We've got 21 here. We've got 15 here. That gives us 36 plus 4, 40. So this should be our 5 here. Excellent. That is a 5, which means we're then left within this here with 14, which can be made with 9 and 5. Can't have the 9, 5 though. We could have 8 and 6. 8 and 6. We could have 8, 6. And that's the only other thing we can actually have there. 8 and 6. 8 and 6. Perfect. Because 7 we can't repeat within that. So that takes out 8 and 6 from the rest of the box, which is good. So then with this 10, we can't have a 1, 9. We can't have an 8, 6 because we've got 8, 6 within there. We can have, so can't have 8, 2. We could have 3, 7. That's a possibility within both of these. And we can't have 4 and 6. So these are our 3s and 7s, which means this can no longer be the 7 because one of these two has to be the 7. So this, instead of 7, must be our 5, which means in the 9, this is going to be a 5, 4, which is very nice. We've ruled out a few possibilities from multiple places, the 4 across here and the 5 across there. Good. So just looking at this here, we've got a few pairs. Okay, another trick here. Pair of numbers here, pair of numbers here, which means this must be the 9, so this is no longer our 9. We'll get rid of that 9. And within this, we've got the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this must be 9 and 7 only. Okay, because these are pairs, these are pairs, and these are pairs, which means 9 plus 7 is 16, leaving us with the number 2 here, which is good. We've filled in some information there, meaning we've also got the number 2 within one of these two boxes, which we did know because we've got these here. Let's find the other number. I think it should be a 1 because we haven't got a 1 in any of these. So we've got 1s and 2s here. If you remember, the two ways to make 9 within 3 are 1, 2, 6. And the other way is 2. Oh, my mind's gone blank. 1, 3, and 5. There we go. So from this, we've got 1, 2, and 6. So that's our 6, which luckily means we can go up to this one, which is now our 8, and this one our 6. So we're flying along now, getting lots of numbers in, and hopefully looking to then complete the rest of it. So let's have a look. This does actually, according to Sudoku rules, mean we can find the number at the top now. So we've got 6, 6, and that must be our 6 there. Always worth then looking across to see some other ones going horizontally if we've just calculated this. So our 6 there means no 6s along the top. Could this be a 6, 1? Yes, it can do. This one's not restrictive in terms of a row above, so this could be a 6, 1 still, but we could also have a 6 along the middle here, I believe. 14, 6, that would leave us 8 within 3. Yes, 8 within 3 can be done many ways. So 5, 1, 2, and 4, 1, 3, so we've still got a few possibilities there, unfortunately. But that's fine. We can then continue with the rest of these. We've got 8, 8, so we must have an 8 down here. I will actually put those in because it just helps clarify if we rule out a number. A few 8s crop up here, for example. Like this one, 8 across the top, meaning that cannot be an 8 at the top there. So we're narrowing that down to just 2 8s there. Fantastic. Right, let's have a look elsewhere. We've got our 1, 2, our 3, 7. So, good thing to note here with the 3s. Okay, we've got 3, 3, 3, 3, meaning a 3 must be in one of these 3 places here. If we look at this 24, can we have a 3 within 24? Yes. But does it have any restrictions to it? So 24 take away 3 will give us 21. 21 in 3 numbers is 6, 7, 8. Or we could have 9, 8, 5. They're the only two possibilities there that we can have. Now we could have the 9, that's true. No, we couldn't have the 9. Yeah, we could actually. 9 could be here and that could be a 9. Let's think. 9, 8. Okay, still a few possibilities with that one, I think. Let's see. Okay. Okay, got another 7 here. Let's fill this one in. It's not 5, 2 because of the 5 across there, but it can be a 1, 6, and it can be a 3, 4. I think it is worth putting those in. 1, 6, 3, 4, because it's the same with these. 1, 6, 3, 4. And there. So we can't actually restrict that too much. Oh, I put a 7 in there accidentally. That should be a 4 instead. There we go. Okay, let's have a look elsewhere. 7, 7. So we've said an 8 must go in here, which means 8 taken away from that is 13. If that's a 9, that would leave us with a 4. Okay. Yeah, okay, so if we look here, the 4 cannot go here. Okay, because if we had a 4 here, it would add to give 6 to give us 10, meaning the final number would have to be a 5. But we've already used the 5 within this box. So 4 has to go along here somewhere. Okay, another bit of very useful information, which means we know we have to have 4 and 8, which gives us 12, meaning the last number up to 21 must be 9. So this here at the top has to be our 9, because it can't be that one. It has to be within the 21 here. Meaning, from this, if this is no longer a 9, the numbers that are left, 1, we've got 2, 3's in, 4's in, 5's in, 6's in, and 7. So this is going to be a 2, 7, one way round or the other. But we do know this has to be a 7 or 8, so this must be our 7 here, and our 2 must remain at the top. Fantastic. Now coming down, you may have missed it, you may not. That ruled out the 7 here, meaning this must now be the 3, and this one must be the 7. Also, we put in the 2 at the top, which ruled out the 2 from this here, meaning this has to be the 1, and this must be the 2. Fantastic. Getting lots of numbers in now. I think it would be a good time to tackle this 8. Can it be a 1, 7? No. Can it be a 2, 6? No. It must be a 3, 5. Don't know which way around that is yet. We might in a second though, if we expand a few more things and check. But we've got 3, 5 here. 5, 5, 3, 5. Good. Okay, 6, 6, 6 is in. 2. So we must have a 2 here or here because of sudoku laws here and here. So we can say this one here is a possible 2, as is this one. And the other number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the other one. So these are 2, 7 onlys. Okay, we can only have the number 2 and 7 within these two boxes, which means the numbers that are left we've got are 1, which has to be here. I'll tell you why in a second. 1, got the 2, got the 3, and 4 must go in there somewhere. 5's in, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we've got 5 9's here, and I'll tell you why that has to be a 1 in a second. So we've got a 1 here, which means it can't be down the middle. We've got a 1, 3 here, meaning that must be a 1. So these two can't be the 1. These are 5 3's, so this means that is the 1 down here. Excellent. Oh, I'm being silly. We've got the 5's in here already. What's missing? 1, 2's in, 3, 4. Sorry, these are 4's, not 5's. No, not 5. Oh, that's annoying. I didn't mean to do that. I'm trying to get rid of it. There we go. 4 and 4. Don't know why that let me put a 5 in if we've already got a 5 up there, but 1, 2, 3, 4's are now in, 5's in, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So, can this number be a 9? Let's have a think. Well, if this is a 9, that leaves 2. Can't have a 1 and a 1, so that means the 9 must go down here, leaving this as our 4. Fantastic. Got our 9's in this column. We've got most of the other numbers, and the 5's have been taken out here accidentally by me because I put in the wrong number. There we go. I accidentally put in the big number instead of taking out the small one. Right, let's look through and across. So this is a 4. If this is a 7, that means that has to be a 0, which cannot happen. So this is our 2, and this is our 7. Meaning 4 plus 2 is 6. What's left to make 11? Must be 5. If that's a 5, that crosses out the 5 here. So this is our 3, and this is our 5. Excellent. Another box done. 2 out of 9 completed. We've still got a few more to go though with this expert killer. Let's see. Where are we going to go next? So this is quite a good row to look at because there's a number in particular that's missing that has limited possibilities when you've got boxes of 2. And that number's the number 1. Okay, so the number 1 can't be here or here, as we've shown already. It can't be here, which means it must be here or here. Now, if it is here, this is 17 in 3, take away 1, 16 within 2, this must be a 9, 7. Okay, which we can't actually have. Okay, so if we were putting the 1 here, this would be 9, 7, but we've got 9 and 7 at the bottom, which means this can't be either the 9 or the 7, meaning this can't be the 1, this can't be the 1, so the 1 must go here. Okay, that's quite an advanced technique, I think, in terms of calculating these, but a very useful one to know and to work out with. So we've got a 1, so a 1 must go along here. Same rules apply. This can't be the 1 because this would leave a 9, 7, which we can't have. So we have a 1 in either of these two. Now, if we had the 1 here, that would leave 23 within 3. Now, the only way to make 23 within 3 numbers is 9, 8, which gives us 17, plus 6. But we've already got a 9 here, which means that can't be the 1. So this must be our 1. Now, that's very helpful because it's crossed out a load of numbers up here now, like this can only be the 4, because we got rid of the 4 from here, so this is the only possibility for the 4 up here, and because the fact that this here can't be the 1, 6 anymore because of the 6 there. So this is our 4, and this is our 3, which is very useful for when we're calculating a lot of things, like numbers like that, where we've got multiple possibilities that eventually will get crossed out because of numbers in horizontal or vertical boxes. Fantastic. So these are now 1 6s guaranteed. So this can no longer be a 6. Now, why is that helpful? Well, let's have a think. If this was a 6, this was a 9. So that is no longer a 9 as well, which means we now can rule out a few possibilities there as well. So we've got the 6 here. We've got 6 going across here, 5 and the 6. We don't know where that is yet. Can it be anywhere else? Can it be here? 6 plus 1 is 7, 2. Can't have the 2. So the 6 can't be there. It must be here. This can no longer be... what can that no longer be? So I think because we've crossed out the 2, sorry, we've put in the 2 already, we can't have a 5, 2. So we can get rid of the 5s, which leaves 6, 1. But this can't be the 6, so it has to be the 1 here. And this must be our 6. Fantastic. So we're left with 7, 8. This can't be the 9 anymore because we've just crossed out the 6. So these are guaranteed 7 8s. Excellent. Let's see what else we can find then here. 7, 8. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. So we've got 9 and 6 within both of these. We don't know which is which looking at it straight away. So we're going to put 9 and 6 within these. Now, if this here is paired with this, 6 plus what equals 13, 9 plus what equals 13, well 9 plus 4 gives us 13, so that can be a 4, and then 6 and 7 gives us 13. So that is our other possibility here within that 13 box. Let's see if we can spot anything else. Okay. Okay, so we've got a there's a 14 here that is quite potentially useful because one of our main possibilities has been ruled out, and that is the 8, 6 because of the 6 here. So this can only be a 9, 5. Okay, now there's no restriction either way around yet, I don't think. 9, 5. We have worked out this is a 3 as well, actually. I'll write that in. 9, 5. 9, 5, because when placing this 1, it crossed out the 3 here, something I missed, and then this here would be our 1. Excellent. So we've got our 1, 3 in here. Now, let's see. That rules out the possibility here of a 6, 1 in this top box, meaning this is no longer our 6 either. So we know this is a 4, 3. So this is the 4 because it cannot be 3 either. And this is our 3. Bring that down from Sudoku, 3, 3. We're going to have a 3 here or here. We'll put them in and double check to see if we can work out which. No. 1 plus 3 gives us 4, so that would be an 8. That's a possibility. 3. Yeah, okay. 3. If that was an 8, that would be a 3, so that can't be the 8. Can we have an 8 here? 8, that leaves 7 left here. It's not a 1, 6. Could be a 2, can't be a 2, 5. Could it be a 3, 4? We could have 4 here and 3 here. Yes, it could be a 3, 4. Okay, so that could be an 8 as well as a possibility. Okay, but they are the only 2 possibilities of where that 8's going. Let's see what else we have got. Okay. Okay, I don't think there's anything else there. Now, I'm thinking if we've got any overlap of boxes, which I don't think we do anymore. There's 2 there, 1 there. So a key tip for killers, if you're also looking sort of across boxes like this here, you could potentially work out what these 2 numbers add up to if you can add up the rest without interfering with another box or something else. So like in this top box here, we can add up all the numbers because they're all constrained to one box except one. Like here, we could say this is 14, 20 plus 7. That would give us, what's that? Sorry, 36, 40, 30, yeah, 36. So that would give us just the value of 9 there. Okay, but within this one, we've got a few boxes, but this 24 overlaps here and here, which means we can't really do much to restrict just those. Could we try and do all going across? Not really. I think because we're going across so many boxes in different places, we can't actually use that to help us here. But can we use anything else? Well, let's work out what this 14 is, see if we can work out any other numbers. So we've got a 1, a 2, 3 and 4 in, 5 and 6. 1, 2, 5, 6. Yep, that does work. Okay, so our 1 has to go here or here. Okay, in fact, it has to go here. This is 7 or 8. Only number left is a 1. Our 2 can't go here, but can go here or here. Let's write those in case we need them. 3's in, 4's in, 5. 5 cannot go here, which means that must be a 6 in that one. 5 can go here or here though, but this one here must be our 6. Perfect. Meaning this number here is also our 6 and this is our 1. Because of Sudoku, this going across must be the 6. This also ties up nicely. Going down, we've got 6, 6. That's not a 6. That one can be, but this one can be as well, I think. I'm not sure why that's not written in. Maybe I haven't done them going across or down like that, but that's fine. That's also a potential 6. Good. Anything else here? I think we might be able to do something with this 9. So that leaves us with 8 within 2. It's not 7, 1. It's not 6, 2. It must be 3, 5. That can't be the 3, so it must be the 5. And that must be the 3. Fantastic. Now a few numbers in. We've got 7, 9 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that must be our 8. Good. Leaving that as a 7 and that as an 8, which is why it's very useful to write in all the possibilities straight away. Now, earlier on we solved, this was the 6 and this was the 4 and the 3, which crossed out a 4 here. So this is our 8 and this is our 4. Flying along now, same with the 1 just now, which means this is a 3 and this is a 1. Good, so we've done a whole nother box there in the top left. Let's see what else we've got. So these are 2 5s, another key point, okay? These can only be 2s and 5s, meaning these two numbers here cannot be a 2 anymore because the 2 must go within one of these 2 boxes. So this must be our 9, that can't be a 2, so it must be an 8. Okay, so we're left with our 2 7s here. Now this must be our 7 because we've ruled out the 9, and this one here we've ruled out the 7, so it must be the 9. That's the 4th box completed. Ruled out the 7, so this is the 2 and this is the 7. There's the 5th box. Let's see what else we have got here. 9 6s can still both go in. So what have we got here? We've got 1 missing a 2, so we are missing a 2 down here. This can be the 2 and this can be the 2. This can be not be the 6. But it can be the 9, unfortunately. This can't be the 2, but can be 6 and 9. This can't be the 9, can be 2 and 6. So you're stuck within a 3-way of 2 potential numbers there. So one's 2 of them, the other's the other 2, and just in general, you can't work those 3 out because they all have 2 options that overlap with the others. But what you do know is you don't have 2, 6 or 9 in the rest of them here. So we've only got 1 number in this column actually, we should probably put that in. I think it is a 5, let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, no 5, good. So we get the number, a big one, 5 there. Excellent. 6 is in, 7, 8's in, so in this box we've got 1, 2, missing a 3 and a 4. Don't know which way around they're going to be yet, so we'll just pop those in like so. Okay, that's not a 4, that's not a 4. In fact, we've got 5, so there are 10 left in here. It's only 10 left. Can't be a 9, 1. 8, 2. Can we have 8, 2? No, 2's got to be in there, so that's no longer our 8, which is really important because that means this must be our 8 now, and our 7 at the top, and our 8 here. Okay, that rules out a few other things. 7. Okay, good. So we've still got 3 and 3 here. We don't know which way round they're going to be. But we have got the 8 there. So going back to this, it's not 9, 1. It's not 8, 2. Can it be 7, 3? No. So it must be 6, 4. That can't be the 6. So that must be the 4. And this must be the 6. Perfect. Now we've cracked it, I think. That means this must be the 9. This must be the 6. This must be the 2. And this must be the 9, leaving only a 3 in that box. That's the 6th one complete. 3 more to go. We've got 4, 7, 3, and a 2 missing, I believe. Yeah. So that's only going to be a 4 because it has to add up to 13 with the number 9, meaning that must be the 5. That must be the 9. This must be the 5, and this must be the 2. 7 boxes done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we can just pretty much complete it like a sudoku and check our numbers. So we've got 8 plus 1 is 9, so that must be 3 to get to 12. 10, 18, so this must be 6 to make it up to 24. Then we've got 1 left in some rows and columns. 1, no 2, so this must be our 2. Going across now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, missing a 7. Going across, 1, 2, 3, missing a 4. And then finally we're missing an 8. And that is that. All 9 boxes completed. 40 minutes or 39.5 minutes for an expert Sudoku. That's pretty good. bit more practice on these, and hopefully you'll be able to do them much quicker than I can. Obviously trying to explain a few tricks, but yeah, no, it's a very good puzzle to test yourself mentally with the numbers. And yeah, just keeping yourself mentally active is very useful to do. I enjoy doing one of those every day. But yeah, whatever helps you stay motivated. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, want to see more, smash the like button, and yeah, see you in the next one.